Hello. All right, let's get started. We know what we're doing today. Building up the castle. All right, let's get it started. I'm just going to change my settings super duper quickly just in my video. Just going to change my FOV back to my original there. Beauty. All right. So here's the progress we have left off from last live stream. Actually, built up this beautiful tower and this hall connecting it up right here. So that was a really fun stream. I do appreciate everyone who showed up to that. Thank you so much. That was so fun to work on. The plan for today is I want to try and build up this section here of the castle, this blue box. It's going to be the keep of the castle where the royal residents are living. So I'm going to work on that today. Any tips for wisdom teeth removal? I recommend getting mask. Because not too long ago I got mine removed. Yeah, go with mask. Other than IV, it's not as bad as people would describe. And other than that, just take it easy for a couple of days, really. Yeah, wisdom teeth isn't the most fun thing in the world, but gotta get done. Alright, so for this, I have a plan already. I'm just gonna break these blocks out. Yeah, wisdom teeth is a real pain. I just got mine removed recently, so biggest thing is eat foods that aren't gonna make you sore. So stuff like soup or pudding and stuff like that, it's really good when you have to deal with that. And then, what else can I say? Yeah, just take it easy. Like, if you have a job or if you're working, take a few days off. Because, well, yeah, you should definitely take a few days off. You're going to be swelling a whole lot. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth removed not too long ago. It looked like I gained like 40 pounds just in the cheeks. Oh, that didn't sound right. Like, my face just swelled a whole bunch, and it wasn't the most comfortable thing, so just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna get rid of this, because that's kind of in the way. There we go. Alright, let's get this textured up. So this is going to be the keep of the castle. All the royal residents are going to be living here. It's going to be difficult to build, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a bit of a challenge, I think. Because I don't really have a plan in mind. We're just going to wing it like I kind of winged the tower over there, but that's why we're in creative mode and not in survival, because if I was doing in survival, I wouldn't have a very fun time. Have to reset everything, it'd just be quite a pain, so that's good. Let's take our polish down. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, that's better. Alright, so that's what we have in terms of the base layer then. Or maybe do I want it to go a few blocks higher, like I did here? Possibly I do, yeah. So I'll raise this up by another 2 blocks like we did on the tower. Because I think I want this to be the highest point in the castle. This keep here. So how many blocks tall? Extra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interesting. Okay. So just keep adding our tough in that. I said this last stream, I'll say it again. Thank you, Mojang, for adding all the tough variants in 1.21. They're the best blocks, or one of the best blocks to build with in the game, so I do appreciate it. Let's keep building, so we're just going to bring these streaks of tough further up the wall. Tough, there we go. That'll do there. So, yeah, it's a bit of a boxy shape right now, but I can always add more depth and more detail. It's not a big deal. And, oh, no, I'm realizing now that I screwed all of this up. Yep, I realize this needs to be 1 block further out. I apologize for that. Silly mistake by me. It's fine, we'll get it sorted. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's... There we go. I keep forgetting that the outline that we have built, it needs to be... whatever. Ignore me. I'm just having a meltdown right now because I built this incorrectly, but it's fine. Let's just keep working our way around like this. Should be a quick fix. Just give me 2 seconds. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Some more stuff here. To break down all the walls as well, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh well. Did not do that correctly. Jesus, okay. Let's go around the top first, like so. We'll add in the regular tough. Let's there. Good. Yeah, so if you have any suggestions in the chat, if you're like watching this now for some reason, or you're watching this in the future, hopefully it's nice, and feel free to comment any suggestions for the castle. I really would like some. It's well, I have some ideas, but I'm always open to new ideas from the community, so feel free to drop some comments in as well and some chat. Feel free to chat away, because, you know, collective ideas are where the best ideas come from, so... Let's add a little that there. Lovely. Okay. So we have it pretty similar to what we have going on there. Minus that. Okay. And I guess I also have to do this side as well. Yeah. So wait, I'm looking at this and I'm realizing, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 16 blocks, but it really should be one block further out. Let me just wait because we still have to, well, I guess we still have to do this side. I'm not quite done, but yeah. Still need to texture a little bit of this as well. Good. Now we. Oh no. This needs to be a block further out. This is really getting my nerves. This build already. Hmm. Yeah, this is getting annoying already. Hmm. It's all just becoming massive blocks at the moment. So I guess I'll just keep doing this. Yeah, we're having a terrible start to the stream. I'm building everything incorrectly right now. So I need to lock in a little bit and really focus. It's getting frustrating at this point. So we'll have a 3 wide entrance here as well between the two. Between this hall and this keep that we have. Okay. Let's just knock down the rest of the walls then. Once I get some texturing in with the wider washed blocks, that'll make my life a lot easier. It's a lot more fun doing texturing that way than with tough at the moment. It's a lot easier too. And I think it just looks better as well, because it really draws the eyes upwards and it looks a lot better than the chaos of all the grays at the bottom here. So I'm just going to quickly get the rest of this all sorted, get this knocked back. So we have a nice room for interior as well. Gosh, that tower looks so good too. I love it so much. Oh man. Okay. So I have to copy this out one more block. So we need tough all around on this layer. Here. Finally getting it fixed. This is cool. This is better. Here we go. It should not take this long to build a silly little foundation for a castle. It's rather annoying, so I'm gonna get this done quickly. It's a little too time consuming at the moment. Okay, let's throw in our polished andesite, or sorry, polished tufa. Here, 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 and let's go here and one more right here. That'll do. Good. And then slight more tufa here there. Good. Okay, so that's the base kind of done. We still need to go in with our tough walls and tough slabs. So let me do that. So every other block, like so. And they should be all odd blocks. Okay, good. Working with even numbers in Minecraft is a lot harder. It's definitely a fun challenge if you know what you're doing, but it can be pretty tricky. Because I am a pro builder, I know exactly what I'm doing, but for others it can be tricky. So we'll just keep throwing this up. And yeah, this will be the highest point in the castle, I think. I have done a little bit of research into castle strategy and architecture as well, and really it's about protecting the royal family, as you can imagine. So keeps in a castle would be primarily to house and keep the royal family safe, so bedrooms and whatnot would be at the top, and then servants' quarters would be towards the bottom layer and whatnot. So we have plenty of room for interior, and once we get to the top where we can do some interior work in bedrooms, it'll be pretty fun. Now to go in with our whitewashed gradients, we need to work in our andesite bed. One more layer of this andesite, and then I'll start working in the next layer with the diorite. So, kind of want this layer to be a bit taller as well. Like, you see the cutoff for the andesite is around about this layer. I want it to be like a couple blocks taller. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want this build to be as perfect as possible, but can't always get what we want. Boom. Good. Now I'm just gonna probably add one more block of andesite on top of each here. It's a good strategy, and then we'll work in the diorite as soon as I'm done this. Can't forget to do the other side as well. This side I keep forgetting about for some reason, because I'm a little bit silly sometimes. Alright, that'll do. Let's throw in the diorite now. And I'll add in the glow lichen in a little bit, not right now though. So originally I was thinking that this might actually be the, well, slightly tall, or sorry, not slightly taller, slightly shorter than the tower we have going on up there, but let me just show you from the front angle here. If I turn this way, notice the tower, the keep is just back there. If we build it slightly taller than the tower, it's gonna look like it's ever so slightly actually the same level as the tower, and I want to have some height variance. Just because of depth perception, it's gonna look about the same level as the tower, and I don't want that. I want it to be have some height variance. So that's why I'm making it the tallest. And I was originally going to make this the tallest, but I kind of changed my mind. And, I guess you could say that's not great planning on my part. I say it's just adapt, improvise, overcome. So that's something you always got to keep in mind. As well as sightlines, like if this was shorter than the tower, it probably wouldn't be visible from the front. And I want this to kind of be not the centerpiece, but an important structure in the tower. And the castle. I want it to be an important structure in the castle. So I think it should be pretty visible from the front face of the castle. That's why I'm making this taller than the other tower. As for this tower, I probably won't make it too tall. I'll probably cut it off at right around that height. It won't be very tall. I just wanted to have a little bonus tower just for fun, because castles have towers and for defense reasons, you know? What time is it at the moment? I'm just curious. Oh, it's 1. We're in it. Good. Let's keep working with our gradient upwards. So, um, two, three. We're just doing our simple gradient as we know and love. We'll do something like that. Four, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's do that. Yeah, that'll work. That works for me. All right, polished diorite now. We're going to add in probably something important I should do is figure out how high I want this to go. So probably around about that height, maybe even taller, or no, shorter, and then extends out by like 2 blocks and up. So and so blocks. I think maybe 7 blocks probably appropriate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll add in our roof. Just looking at that from the ground, maybe even slightly taller, because I do want it to be bigger than that. So if I just go 2 more blocks, like so, and 2 more blocks up like that. But be careful with the numbers. But yeah, I can see that working. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. They are not so similar in height that they're the exact same, but they should work nicely. And that it should be the highest point in the castle, which I think will be cool. So that's good. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna, well, just gonna tear this down a little bit. Whoa. Something like that. Okay. All our polished diorite is going to be thrown in now. This is looking so good. I think this castle, it's going to turn out so well once it's fully complete. I really want to do some interior work. I think that could be really fun as well. But obviously we need to get this done first. So let's add one more. Actually, no. Let's just go in with our gradient. So bam. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 2, 3. 2, no, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. That'll do. Okay. Now for our pale oak planks. And yes, before you ask, like I've been saying all the last 3 streams, yes, we are going to add in windows and add some depth as we did for the tower. Actually, I should probably point out the only thing that I changed to the tower off screen, as you may notice, it's actually to the corners here. So I just added some of our polished andesite to the corners, which I think looks pretty good. It helped to break apart the solid whiteness that we were getting from the entire tower and just added a bit more detail. I think I want to do the same thing to the keep here along each of the corners, just to make it feel a little more fortified like I've been doing for the rest of the castle. Make it look like a solid structure rather than some freestanding structure that's going to topple over at any minute. Or if it goes under attack from, you know, a rival nation, it's just going to topple over. I'm going into too much lore with this, and well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? So yeah, if you're curious, I have no idea where I'm going to put this in a survival world. I don't even know if I want to put it in a bedrock world, because part of me wants to save up for a PC and start playing on Java Edition, and that would actually really help the channel a bunch because, you know, you can get mods like the replay mod, and yeah, we don't have vibrant visuals on Java Edition, but, you know, we have all the mods, and we have Lightmatica, and you can just copy and paste stuff. So, obviously, I wouldn't be able to use Lightmatica here, because I'm quite literally just copying it in a Bedrock world, and it doesn't work like that, but I don't know, I kind of want to use Lightmatica to... I just want to use Lightmatica on Java Edition, I think. Would definitely help with building a whole lot, and it's... I don't consider it cheating. Like, if you already have the structure in mind and you know exactly what you're building, like, why would you waste time like looking at a reference photo for what you've built and then building it out, and it's not a complete carbon copy of what you built, it's like slightly off. Like, why would you put yourself through that trouble when you can just make it a lot easier on yourself? So that's why I prefer using Java Edition to Bedrock Edition. The only thing is, I don't have the PC for it, so I'm going to need your help, chat. I mean, I'd like to get more subscribers and actually, I don't know, get monetized. Start making some money off of YouTube. Which is partially why I'm doing YouTube, but not the main reason. I just enjoy making videos. But if I can get help from my viewers, you know, get some more subscribers, share the video, like, it goes against every bone in my body to ask for subscribers. I feel like that's a bit, like, corny and cheesy, and that's what every streamer does at this point. But, like, actually helps me to grow the channel and reach new audience. And one thing I've noticed with building in Minecraft is I feel like the quality of it has kind of just gone down. Like nothing is really standing out to me when I go onto YouTube. Like back at, I don't know. You see some great YouTubers like Flip Green and the entirety of Hermitcraft and Empires. Like they're the best in the business in terms of building. But it's like other than that, I don't see too many YouTubers. Obviously, there are really good YouTubers that have that great building talent, and I'm just not mentioning them now because I can't think of Wamba. Him, he's pretty good at building as well. But the quality of building has definitely gone down. I feel like over the last little bit, even with the new blocks that we have. Like people aren't taking full advantage of what we have. Like here, I'm using Pale Oak, which I didn't think was going to be a great addition, but now I'm using it like all the time in building. I love it. It's such a good block, especially like the trapdoor. We need to learn and take advantage of new features rather than doing the same thing, like building out of oak wood and using like stone bricks and adding in like oak logs to the corners of your starter house. Like that's a little bit overdone and over like repeated. I know I'm guilty of that, but I feel like I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel like I've done that better than what other people are doing, because at least I had texture. I mean, I'm not saying, well, I'm going on a rant right now. I'm not saying people are bad at building, but people can definitely improve, and that's what I try and show off when I build. How people can improve, how your building can improve. It's not as hard as people say it out to be. So yeah, I want to, in my ideal world, I get to go onto YouTube and go through some shorts and just be inspired by the community and what the Minecraft community is building up. Like even like small starter houses that actually look decent, and it's not just like copy and paste oak planks only, adding in like fences to outline your builds and like oak logs. It's all overdone. I think people really need to get over the craze of building with oak planks and stone bricks, especially if they've been building for a long time. Like I understand if you're new to the game and you've never really paid attention much to Minecraft building, absolutely build with whatever you want, but I'm not saying you have to build great, but I want to see some more creativity in the community, and that's what I try and show in my videos. So we're going to keep building up as well. Keep chugging along with this. Yes, we will add texture, and I'm not being hypocritical and saying, oh, people go untexturing, or people don't texture their builds, and they don't add depth, and yada yada yada. No, I'm not being hypocritical in that. I'm going to actually add depth to this build like I've been doing here. I'll add something here. I'll probably build in a window. I'm not sure what I want to do right there, but speaking of depth, I'm probably actually going to make a video on this, on depth. How to add depth into a build. People don't know how to add depth into their builds. Like, that's one of the biggest issues I see people making. Before I started getting into building and actually getting really good at it, I did used to, like, build out a frame of oak logs and spruce logs and whatnot. I'm actually going to show it off. I'm actually going to show what I used to do over here, just in my creative world. You get a little sneak peek into what my creative world looks like. And you can definitely actually see how I've been improving along. Also, that church I really want to build in my survival world. As we head over here, you're going to see my building kind of deteriorate. Creative world has been with me for a while. So over here is kind of where I started. And yeah, this is kind of where, actually, that's not a great example. Kind of here. Like, this is a completely awful build, as you can see, but this is what I used to start doing. Or that's how I kind of started. It's supposed to be kind of a ruined and overgrown build, but, like, I used to start, okay, let's throw in some spruce logs and not really think about how the foundation is going to look. I used to do that. And then you can't really add depth when you start with logs. Like, you need to start building with the walls. Like, even here, this was supposed to be a library, and, like, obviously I added depth to here, like the windows, but it still doesn't look good. Like, and yeah, we have flat walls here. People build, like, windows out of trapdoors, and then they'll, like, frame it around with some fences and whatnot, or they'll indent the wall one block back, and I really don't like that. When people indent their walls, like, I know a couple of years ago I was guilty of the same thing, but I got over that, and now I'm a pretty decent builder. Yeah, don't indent your walls. Everyone has done that. It's not unique. If you do that, it's fine. It's just like, if you want to get better at building, and I'm not trying to be aggressive or anything, I'm just trying to give some tips. If you want to get better at building, you gotta stop indenting your walls and figure out other ways to add depth into a build. Because if you look at a house or something in real life, they don't indent walls. They maximize the area of the inside. Like, people don't indent walls in real life. You need to figure out another way to add contrast and shadow into a build, like I did here. This was originally a super flat tower, and it was really boring, but then, you get up to here, you had, like, the bulb at the top of the tower with the central room, then you had windows coming all the way down, then you have, like, support base holding it all up, which I might want to make, like, a bit thicker, just to make it look a little bit more support. But this is not like a flat tower. This isn't a flat wall either. Like, these windows here, they add so much depth to a really big wall and something flat. Like, this window here adds a lot of depth. This door adds a lot of depth. I used walls to arch my way into the door. Yeah. Don't indent your walls. It's something that I think many Minecraft veterans and many Minecraft YouTubers who claim to be pros need to probably get over. Speaking of people who claim to be Minecraft pros, I would like to point out Canman18. I admire his work to do shorts every single day. If I could do shorts every single day, I would. But he really needs to focus on getting good video ideas across, because I'm not saying he's bad at YouTube, he's very entertaining, but he promises to deliver good quality content, but really he's just using content that he's already done. Like, I think he's done, he does rarest item videos, like, every single month, and it's just overdone and stupid. Like, he needs to come up with an objective answer, not something subjective and something that's just rare. He also claims to be, I don't know, he claims to be a pro, and it's just like, I'm not saying you're not a pro, but I'm also saying, like, if you want to prove that you're a pro, maybe provide some better content than just reusing stuff you've already done before. I'm just saying. It definitely helps with the audience, and especially, like, with what I do, I try to do good quality content as well, find good original ideas. Like, I don't reuse builds and shorts, or I don't reuse builds and shorts unless I'm giving, like, a demo and a demonstration of how you can build better, but what I'm trying to say is don't reuse content. If you're claiming to be a Minecraft pro, don't reuse content. The only time I really reuse content or reuse builds is when I'm live streaming and I want to build it out on like a survival world. That's completely fine. And if I'm trying to explain or prove a point, like how to get better at building and whatnot. So this is going to film well. How to get better at building. So like, I'll use some of my builds as examples. I'm not building them, I'm just using them as examples, which I'm probably going to do as a next short. So yeah, that was quite the rant, and I'm kind of out of breath, so I'm just going to take a step back and have a look at this. See if we're going up to the castle. Yeah, it looks alright. From this angle, it'll probably look even better. Yeah. The main concern is right now is that it's not going to be visible from the front, and that's something I don't want happening. Okay, enough about complaining and ranting maybe right now. Maybe I'll give some future ideas across. So, for the interior of the castle, I'm planning on using mostly warmer tone blocks to kind of go ahead and contrast the cold tones that we have with the whitewashed gradient we have, all the pale oak, diorite, and the andesite. They're very cold colored blocks. So we're going to use probably spruce, or maybe some dark oak, I'm not too sure. I'm wondering, do I have the shelves? Or are they in preview? No, okay, I don't have shelves yet. Or the golem. Oh, copper golems, yeah, no, I don't. Oh, what's the next preview? Wait, do I have the music disc? Oh, I do have the music disc, okay. I was curious what I had in the... This is an experimental world, so I was just curious what I had. So yeah, I'll probably just build out of spruce and dark oak. I'm not going to include any of the shelf block when I get to the interior, unless it comes out fairly soon, the updates, and then I'll do the interior. Because shelves, I think they'll be decent for building. I don't think it'll revolutionize building as a whole. I don't think it's going to be the next spruce trapdoor, in my opinion. So I'm not too concerned about that for now. I do think they look good, but I don't see the community just going crazy for them. Because remember, they're also utility blocks, so I feel like it's going to be used more. Probably not more for that, but I think people will remember, oh, it's supposed to have a use for, like, storing your items and swapping out your inventory super quickly. I think the community will remember that and then just not want to build with it because people don't build out of the cartography table even though it has some nice side textures. Just because it's a utility block, and like if you right-click on it, then it will, open up a menu for you. I think people want to use blocks that don't have a menu and can't be changed on trapdoors. What I'm going to do is actually bring this up a couple of blocks. 2 more blocks. There we go. It's still not visible. It's still not visible from the front very well. Okay, well, that's a little bit better. I want it to be visible from the front. Like that. That would be good, I think. It's visible from back here, and I'll definitely get the best view of it from here. Just don't know. I'll bring it up 2 more blocks and then we'll call it there. And I'm probably going to use a pretty similar technique that I used to build the top of the tower. Use andesite to separate use andesite. Whoa. Use andesite to separate the actual like tower structure from the main room at the top, because I think the main room is going to be like the king and queen's quarters and their housing, I guess you could say. So I'll probably do that. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, it's not visible. And from up here, I feel like it should be ever so slightly visible. I'm not working with sightlines very well right now. I think even taller. I'm thinking like 3 blocks taller, honestly. It needs to be visible from the bottom for sure. I'm kind of getting tired of pressing right click in this manner, just keep going up. What time is it actually? 1:30-ish. Okay, so I talked earlier about wanting to transfer to Java Edition. Currently, I play on PS5, and the PC that we do have is unbelievably bad. We use it more just to access the internet and don't really care about performance. Just my family. So I don't know. I'm thinking of just buying my own PC and actually, one sec. Hold that. 3 more blocks taller. I promise I'm almost done. I just want to be able to see it from this angle a little bit. Actually, 2 blocks and then we'll. Sure, as I was saying, 2 blocks. As I was saying, the PC that we currently have is pretty terrible, so I might want to just save up for my own PC. I have my own job outside of Minecraft. I'm not like a content creator. I create content, but it's not my job to create content. My job is, well, that's going to be kept a secret. I don't really want to share personal information like that. But I do have a life outside of Minecraft, and it is, I do have a job. I also have school, so let's take a step back. Okay, that's a lot better. You can definitely see it a lot more. Let's have a look from this angle as well. Can you see it? Oh, you can. Okay. Once we get like 7 more blocks out, that'll be good. Good. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's grab some of these that we've been using across the build. Thinking right around here. Right. Maybe a couple blocks lower, actually. Let's throw in our polished andesite first. Okay, throw in the polished andesite first. Probably right here. Alternating every other block. And I'm just going to do the first 2 sides here just to get a look at what I'm doing. And then 2 blocks like that. messed that up. Just go over here. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yep, I see the vision, so I'm going to keep going like that. So I'm going to probably just break this layer, just because I don't think it's necessary. I think I'm also going to use the spruce planks like I did for what I did here, because it does add a nice warm tone and nice warm trim. So I'm probably going to use that for one layer. And then I'm also going to include this. Actually, I'm going to do that one block higher with the polished andesite. So something like this. I think will be good because I kind of did the same right there. I think I would also like to throw some andesite walls on each one of these. Kind of just to extend the, by 2 more blocks. Yeah, this is going to work. Let's take a step back. Yeah, I think so. I think that'll work. Let's add a spruce trim, probably. Like so. Around the whole thing, I'm thinking. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Oh, it's supposed to go around like this. Just have it on the other side. Okay. That should be in place. Let's get rid of these corner blocks. Just to round them off slightly on the corners. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can barely see it, and it kind of works, so I'm going to keep that. I think I might also snag some polished andesite slabs. If I just put them there, that might look good. Or even here. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What if I do something like that on top of the spruce? That gives me plenty of space to add in all the windows that I want, I think, because I'm going to have to come up with a new window design as well. And this is easily the highest point in the castle, or going to be anyways. Well, it already pretty much is without the roof. So, yeah, it's visible. Do I like the trimming around it? I think so. I'm just going to look at my reference image that I found on Instagram super duper quickly. Because they... Oh, that's not Snapchat. Okay, so if I look... I probably should have had this open originally, but I just didn't because I'm a bit silly. Where was it? Okay, so it's here. Interesting. I think it'll look good. I don't think I should have to worry about it too much. I think it looks a little bit awkward just because I haven't included the roof yet. So it looks a little bit silly right now, but once we get the roof in, I think it'll look good. And I should, yeah. As the highest point in the castle, it needs to look good, so I'll focus on it. I'm also thinking that maybe we kind of overdid it with the walls here. Maybe we just want to get rid of some of them. Just a layer of them and take a step back and see how that looks. Because I think maybe the andesite is a little bit overpowering. Okay. I'm also thinking I don't love these either, but hold on. Just not counter chickens quite yet. Let's see, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep throwing in the pale oak then, just to be safe. Also, building this in survival is going to be such a pain, because I'm going to have to do so much water bucket clutching, and I better have feather falling so I don't die, because you know I'm going to die to this thing. I think this build's probably going to cost me like 5 lives, or something, like just building all of this. This keep, it's absolutely huge. This is definitely the biggest structure of the build so far, so... And definitely more than enough to kill me, even with feather falling, I think, so... yeah. And then one more layer on top like this. Also, for those who are going to start antagonizing me for liking Bedrock Edition over Java, I like both equally because Minecraft is Minecraft. You can enjoy both. I think Java Edition is better for multiplayer because you don't have to pay for, realms. And then Bedrock has its perks because it's more accessible and it's available on more devices. Java Edition is just on PC, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just on PC, so both are good. We can all agree that it doesn't matter what you play on, Minecraft is Minecraft. We can all enjoy it, so. If you have a problem with me playing Bedrock Edition, then you have a problem with me playing Minecraft, honestly. Oh, that's ugly. What we did here was great. I don't know, how can we replicate, the trim that we had going on? Yeah, this is really ugly. If I had just moved it every other block in like this instead. I have a bad feeling I'm not gonna like what I'm seeing. Actually, that's not horrible. Yeah, I think it's good for now. I'm definitely hard on myself at the moment. You know what I also need to do? I need to add in the polished andesite, because it's gonna make it look a lot better, I think. should probably do that now. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I'll just add this in. I think it's going to add a level of detail that is pretty necessary at the moment because it's not looking amazing. Okay. I think immediately I'll notice a difference, so let's head over here. Actually, over here. Yeah, that already looks better with the andesite in there. Definitely adds a necessary level of detail. But my goodness, does it look ugly, the trimming that we have. I don't like it whatsoever. It looks really, really bad, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get rid of this. This is just looking ridiculously bad. Let's look at it from over here. It still looks atrociously bad. Oh my goodness. Huh. Wow, I really don't like that whatsoever. Okay. Gonna have to get creative with how I hide. Jeez. Yeah, that really looks bad. I don't know any other way to say it, but that doesn't look good. Because I need the tower to extend by like one block outwards from what we have. I'm trying to study what I had here. We use like 2 walls and that to hold it up, but see this looks good. I don't know why it's not looking here. How about I just get rid of the andesite and I just reset? Have a just full reset and just start from scratch because this is just looking terrible, I must say. Absolutely terrible. I know it's going to look a lot better with the roof, but it should look not as horrible as it does right now. What I'm also going to do is just throw spruce on top of here, like we did on the tower as well. Just to trim it out. Okay. How does that look? Yeah. What's needed? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm in deep thought. I'm thinking maybe if I had upside down stairs here and walls alternating every other and had like a line of polished andesite here. Maybe not a line, but I'll figure it out. So if we just do something like this, alternate blocks, and then underneath some of these, no, not that. Full blocks under these, and then extend it down by 2 blocks, like so. And what if we do something on like the same on this side. So every other block we have something like that. Wall. Full block. And then walls under that. I'm curious if that looks kind of okay. Holy moly, it doesn't. Well, let's also work on the top as we do this, because I think that if we have the top and bottom, they'll kind of complement each other and make it look better. So let's kind of figure out what we want to do here as well. Maybe if I start alternating walls. So what do I want to do here? Maybe just like, I don't know, do something down like that. Sure, I guess, for the corners. Every other block I just have like andesite walls, and then in the corners I have this polished andesite probably. Possibly. Also have slabs that I can use. Wait, slabs. Let's look those up. Oh, I had them in my inventory. Never mind. Oh, goodness gracious me. Yeah, I'm going a little bit insane. Every other block like that, like I've been doing. Let's take a step back. I don't have. I mean, yeah, it looks like something, I guess. With a roof, I think it'll look better. It's just like, am I fully set on that? Because I'm probably not going to be able to change it either. No. Is there also any bonus towers on that? There. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. Computers. I'm just going to look at the design I have on Instagram, just to get an idea. So, what I'm seeing on Instagram is people like to add like little extra towers to the top of the keep, which I don't know if I want to do. It could add a nice little extra level of detail, and it could also ruin the build, so I don't know. If I were going to do it, I would put it on this side because I have the tower there. I would put it on this side and figure out a way to add it in. I'm not going to worry about that right now. What I'm going to worry about now is actually designing a window for this, because I think that's necessary in order to further complete this build, because I need that detail in. Let's just grab some of these kind of blocks. Walls. Some direct stairs, yeah. Also, some lodestones and smooth stone I think is good to include as well for here. Yeah, we'll try some of this. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so for a big window like this, probably want to do something like that. Bigger window, bigger area to look out from, because this is a rather large keep, so need something like that probably. Okay, have our usual diorite walls in like that. And then probably lodestone, 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 smooth stone here. Or maybe not that and just yeah, maybe something like this. Let's just throw in the smooth stone like that and see how it'll turn out. Like that. Okay. 3. Upside down stair here and here, I think is necessary. Possibly. Yeah, okay. A stair here and a stair here. No, no, never mind. Or something like that, yeah. Maybe some slabs here, and then it kind of just converges into one like that. Nice big window up like that. Does that look okay? So it's asymmetrical, I'm already seeing. Put in 2 lodestones for some reason. That's just a mistake by me. It's already bugging me. Maybe if I threw this upside down here, this upside down. And what if I grab some fence gates as well, like we used here? Maybe that'll work. So we get that necessary detail. Yeah, it looks okay. We also need the spruce trapdoors in as well. I forgot to add those. I mean, yeah, it's there. It's just, is it what I want? Also, another concern I'm having is that this isn't going to be detailed enough as well. Like, it's such a large thing to have to detail, and it's kind of bugging me. So, I'm going to try a different strategy. I think I should completely revamp what I'm doing in terms of a window design. Try something new, but not completely out of the ordinary. What I have been doing. I just do break these, replace that. Stripped pale oak. Or no, sorry. No, oh my goodness. Can't place for the life of me. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 windows that are 3 blocks apart. Now if I frame it like this could work. actually something like that, like that. And then what if I repeated it on the other side? So and then slab right there. How does that look? I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, I really don't like that. This is giving me such a tough time. I'm gonna be honest. This is really starting to bug me. I don't know how to fix it. Building at this scale and at this height is really, really difficult because you're looking at it from a very bottom perspective, and it's just very tricky. A lot tougher than what I had to do. What if I had like 3 small windows, or each 3 blocks high, like this? And what if I did lodestone, lodestone, lodestone? I can't add my walls in because they're just going to connect. What if I used pale oak trapdoors instead, kind of to just frame the window? This might look a little bit goofy at first, but maybe it'll work. Maybe not. Just I don't know. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. Okay. Let's get rid of all of this. Clearly, I don't have any ideas at the moment, so yeah, this did not go well. Let's... Yeah, this is a challenge, and to be honest, I'm not ready for that challenge, so unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to leave it there today. Honestly, we did not get very much done, I'll be honest. If I take a look down here, obviously there's a brand new tower, and you expect it to be all green, but it's not. It's just not what I want it to be, and it's going to be really difficult to detail. And I don't know what to do. I'm really out of ideas, so I just need to take a break, refresh, rethink what I'm doing here, and come back to it with an open mindset and brand new ideas. So I do appreciate you guys watching. It does actually help me out, reaching a new audience and being able to share my ideas with other people. So thank you so much. The last thing I'll do is turn down my FOV, and as I've been doing, show off the progress. So that's what we got done today, that tower back. I'm not happy with it, but I'll come back to it probably on my own time, and I'll keep working, chipping away at it until it's on par with the tower that we have kind of to the right here. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with this view here. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.